All right, guys, here we are to talk about episode 34 of season 1 of The Twilight Zone, as it appears on Netflix. So, I actually like this episode a lot.
Whoa!
But I thought it ended very poorly.
Okay, good. I was going to say, because usually this is the kind of episode we don't like, because it's not good.
I thought it was pretty good and creepy in the early part of the episode. I really liked that the elevator went past 8, past R, and then into like when you get gas and it goes above full, you're like, all right. I thought that was cool.
What dimension are we in? I want to say something.
Sure.
In like the third episode or whatever, I remember us doing this and me being like, yeah, I thought they were all going to be mannequins or something like that. And you were like, what? Why? How would that have worked? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I don't know, I remember something about mannequins, and that episode featured mannequins. I'm not just a crazy person who was like, man, this episode, when the elevator door opens on the mythological 9th floor, I was sitting right there, I looked at it and I said out loud, she's a mannequin. And I have no idea why, because after seeing the whole episode, I don't really remember this episode, but like my brain does, because I immediately was like, mannequin, fucking mannequin, and it was. Oh god.
So now for the parts that don't make sense.
Everything doesn't make sense. Well, real quick. So, like, yes, really creepy when she's trapped in the store alone, and like you don't know what like the thing really is yet or whatever. Yeah. And all the mannequins are like saying stuff, and one's just like jostled for no reason, and you're like, what? And then it's like they start to hear voices, and she's going crazy in the store. Like, awesome, good times.
So, what the hell is the 9th floor? Because, yes, maybe your mannequins do come alive, but it couldn't add a fictitious pocket dimension world.
Absolutely not.
So that doesn't make sense. And then, like, the B on things that don't make sense. Why would mannequins rotate for 1 month? Do they somehow get a name and a job and a place to live? Like, that doesn't seem to make sense. And she forgot all about being a mannequin, so maybe the longer you're removed from it, you forget.
Maybe we're all mannequins, Stefan.
Do you somehow get a mother and want to buy her a gold thimble?
No, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like the core concept. You know, mannequins are real, but there's some other weird, species of paranormal, creature, and they're rotating to get like a taste of life, but like memories are weird for these things. Great. Nothing about the like framing devices here fit with that at all.
No.
Because like she goes to 9, all the mannequins are up there. Like the whole point of rotating is so that the store doesn't notice the mannequins, but you can have characters be like, I could have sworn, and do that, but they were all up there already, I guess, to meet her. But then who are the ones downstairs? Why do you have to rotate? I fucking paused and like counted, and there were 13, and I'm like, wait, what? Because as I was getting close to 12, I'm like, that's why it's a month. These are the ones that are alive. They have this pact, and like they're hiding from the other. Like, no, nothing. It didn't make any sense at all. I'm like, fuck.
Presumably they're all alive.
Because downstairs ones were like Martha or whatever. Yeah.
And like clearly more than one of them is alive at a time. If they're all alive to judge her in the attic, and one of them had to take her to the magical 9th floor, so that's weird. And then like. Do they live the same thing each month? Because she eventually came in looking for a golden thimble, and they took her to the 9th floor where they had, guess what? A golden thimble.
It was like
only a golden thimble.
Right. So like, does their magic extend to that, or was it a setup? Is that like the password? Is that the code word?
It's very weird.
To get sent up there or something like that. Oh, it's very upsetting. Because like I'm saying, like there was good creepiness, and I do something about the like concept, like interesting.
I think it was like the sound design in that earlier part of the episode too. I was like, oh, what's happening here? All right, this is creepy. Okay.
When she's talking to the lady or whatever. And like I loved the like the main actress pretty good, right? Because she didn't super telegraph the whole like, wait, how'd you know my name thing. She's she starts talking and she's pissed off, like, well, this is fucking weird. Wait, you just said my name, and then the other actress now slips in the last name.
Yes.
So, I'm very sorry, Miss Whatever, and you're like, holy shit! Like that was pretty cool.
The bad mannequin lady was definitely creepy and cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was also good that so the whole thing ends. She's taken back. The evil mannequin lady gets her turn as the person who goes to live.
Why is she evil all of a sudden?
Well, just because when you first meet her, she seems to be
and you're like,
evil.
What is she doing here?
So I've labeled her evil. She's like the Cruella de Vil of mannequins. So then it ends, and our manager of the store had been dealing with this woman for a while, presumably, like an afternoon maybe. He has her in his head, and then when he sees like the mannequin later, he double takes like,
And like him or his like assistant, worker lady should have been like, holy shit, I forgot to tell that lady who was sleeping on the couch to like leave, right? The next morning they should have been like nervously with the keys, like, holy shit, or something like that. And also that ending part fucks with everything, because in your head you're like, well, do they look like mannequins still? Do they physically change? Like, what happens? And that completely proves...
They're almost exactly the same, just made of wood.
But that completely proves that she has, like, the dumb fake face at the end. It's not just, like, the actress standing there like some of the other mannequins were or whatever.
Yeah.
So it totally shatters any, like, illusion of, like, well, that's just what it was like for her, who thought she was a mannequin, but the whole thing was not real or something. Like, no, it really happened, and they can instantly switch into being humans or something. But some don't. But some are wearing ski masks. Oh, God.
Well, they're advertising the clothing.
I know, but that was so goofy.
And they were just extras. Like, you're not beautiful. Get over here. Put a mask on them.
You, PA. You, craft services.
Yeah.
Put on this ski mask. Hold this ski. One ski. Was it one ski? It might have been one ski.
I have no idea. But I didn't hate this episode. I thought that beginning was good enough that it carried me through the parts that were bad, and I liked it.
Yeah, we had enough like changes in this one, right? She goes up, she comes down. I really liked that we don't have to sit through her saying the whole thing to like the manager. It actually cuts to like the like assistant manager explaining to the manager, and then him going out, so you get to do it like instead of the fucking flat thing. It's like a little, it's a little funky. It's a little shuffle.
I like though how it also felt real. Where like when she did pass out in the store, they're now like, oh, we have to do anything to make this right. Just give her money back. Do whatever she wants. When she wakes up, blah, 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 anything.
Right, she's fucking hysterical, let's just hook her up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the very clear whatever miscommunication thing to have her. And then, like, something is spooky about waking up and she's, like, looking for an exit and she's like, fuck, and nothing works anymore. It's dark and it's like, fuck. Right?
I love the classic, this is a weird thing to love, like the stencil work above like staircase, elevator, like that's something that you used to see all over the place, and you see it every now and again in like older buildings, but it's like a lost art. People don't like hand stencil things anymore.
I agree completely. Like that's a weird thing to love.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even notice that. What's different about that than like a normal sign?
Oh, yeah, like when you see it, you know.
Okay.
It's a thing.
I wasn't noticing
it was
that
like
at all.
It's like a copper and black painted thing, and like you'd see it a lot, like
sure.
I imagine like the 50s through late 60s, like it was a thing.
This had a nice old-timey feel. Part of me, too, was like, who even has a gold thimble? What even is this place? What's happening?
I'm not even 100% sure what you do with the thimble. I know, like, it's for sewing, but I'm like, why do you need that?
You put it on your finger. It's like armor for your finger.
Sure, but why not just not stab your finger?
I don't even know. I've never used a thimble personally.
No, it seems dumb.
I thought it was just to put a tiny amount of something in, and then, bitch, I only have a thimble full of wine or something like that.
Its sole purpose is so you can
its
bitch
sole
about
purpose
how much
is a universal standard frame of reference for an insufficient amount of something, usually a liquid.
When someone
I have a
that
thimble full of patience for your bullshit. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, it's slightly more than a thimble. Okay, now it's just a thimble.
I have a water bottle cap full. No, I have a thimble full. It's several water bottle cap fulls.
Alright guys, so that was this episode of The Twilight Zone. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.